The Limpopo province, known for its agricultural roots, picturesque landscapes, and friendly community. But beneath the surface, something sinister was brewing. On this one, we're taking a look at a shocking discovery that has rattled a small town in South Africa. A secret meth lab uncovered in Groblersdal, a small town in the Limpopo province. What was happening behind closed doors in this quiet community? Keep watching and you won't believe what we uncover. Let's get into it. But before we do, make sure you subscribe and keep your eye on your notifications to stay in touch with every latest video we release. The quiet streets of this small town recently became the center of attention after authorities stumbled upon a meth lab hidden in plain sight. The story broke when local police, acting on a tip-off, raided a seemingly ordinary house. Inside, they found a full-scale methamphetamine laboratory, complete with sophisticated equipment, dangerous chemicals, and enough raw materials to manufacture large quantities of meth, otherwise known as tick, in South Africa.
Illegal manufacturing of drugs. Manufacturing of drugs and consumption, as well as exportation, has always been a problem. So this clandestine laboratory has been identified. We worked on it, and then as you can see around here, as you have indicated in Groblersdal, in the middle of the bushes, that is where the clandestine laboratory has been set. It would appear that it has been operating for some time.
A staggering amount of crystal meth was seized with an estimated street value of 2 billion rand, or $108 million. So, what exactly went down in Groblersdal? And why here? To answer that, let's dive into the details. According to police reports, the operation was uncovered when a neighbor noticed strange smells and unusual activity around the property. They alerted the authorities, who quickly assembled a team to investigate. When police arrived, they discovered an elaborate meth lab setup that could produce several kilograms of the drug every week. The lab was equipped with state-of-the-art machinery, suggesting this wasn't the work of amateurs. The lab was manufacturing methamphetamine, a powerful and highly addictive stimulant, commonly known as crystal meth, or tick in South African terms. It's a drug that has devastated communities across the globe, not just only in South Africa. Smoking it causes an instantaneous rush, followed by hours of euphoria, but it also causes psychosis. Many users experience delusions and hallucinations. It can make their behavior dangerous.
And I'm alone in here. And then I was busy cleaning up here. Then I hear someone shout, "Nah," call my name. Then I look, you see here, I look to see if even there is someone standing there. That was the first time I hear voices, like someone was calling my name and so. Or sometimes I see like people, I see the person now and suddenly when I think the person isn't there, then it's all, I imagine things and so.
The production process involves highly toxic and flammable chemicals, making these labs extremely dangerous. The state-of-the-art lab was operating on an industrial scale, producing the highly addictive drug for both local and international markets. South Africa is one of the largest meth markets in the world, and a transit location for illicit drugs, according to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and Meth Use, has surged in South Africa over the last decade.
Extremely dangerous, extremely addictive, and you will find that very difficult to get off it once you're hooked on that. Depending on the color and the shape and the size, the worth, this is about 1 kilo, close to 200,000 rand, at least street value.
So why Groblersdal? Experts believe the town was chosen for its quiet nature and remote location, far from the prying eyes of law enforcement. But it wasn't just the location that made this operation unique. Who's the mastermind behind it? 5 suspects were arrested, including 3 Mexicans. I know what you're thinking. Mexicans in South Africa? Yes, you heard that right.
We see that many of them are actually very educated. They got degrees in finances, or they got degrees in chemistry. And those are the people that are forming part of these transnational and international organized crime syndicates. South Africa is part of the so-called southern route from Mexico and from Brazil is coming via South Africa. Some stay behind and some are moving on to other countries.
Gonzalez Jorge, aged 51, Gutierrez Lopez, 43, Simfiwe Kumalo, 35, and Frederick Botha, 67. The owner of the farm was among those arrested. An additional Mexican suspect, Ruben Vidal Rodriguez, was later arrested on charges of manufacturing, dealing, and possession of illicit drugs. These individuals behind the meth lab are suspected to be part of a larger, well-organized crime syndicate with connections across South Africa and possibly beyond its borders.
Say that this one is the beginning of a very large-scale illicit drug trafficking that we have discovered. But we are not ruling out that possibility that it might have been a situation where we will eventually find out that it's a part of a syndicate.
As investigations continue, authorities are working around the clock to piece together the full extent of this operation. They're determined to uncover how deep the rabbit hole goes. For many in Groblersdal, this discovery has been a wake-up call. A town that was once seen as safe and peaceful is now reeling from the reality that illegal drugs were being manufactured right under their noses. And it's not just Groblersdal. Meth production and use have been on the rise throughout South Africa as demand grows and organized crime syndicates look for new markets. Groblersdal is not an isolated case. Across South Africa, there has been a significant increase in drug manufacturing operations, particularly meth. Law enforcement agencies are stretched thin, battling an ever-growing number of illegal operations. So what can be done? How can communities like Groblersdal protect themselves? And how can authorities stem the tide of meth production in the country? This story is a reminder that no place is immune to the reach of crime. The discovery of a meth lab in Groblersdal is a wake-up call for all of us. It's a call to remain vigilant, to watch out for our communities, and to support law enforcement in their fight against these dangerous operations. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to know more about foreign national syndicates, check out the video linked at the end. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.